Right now, the big story is weather. Unfortunately, another rainy marathon Monday for us. Sarah Wroblewski has the latest on these storms. Sarah?
Yeah, the good news is we will see some improvement, unlike last year where we had the torrential rain, the sleet, the very cold conditions. This is a little bit different scenario. We've got a warm front lifting northward and a line of showers and storms racing across eastern Massachusetts right now, and a lot of these storms producing lightning and heavy downpours. You can see right at the start at Hopkinton, we've got a few lightning strikes being reported, but we can go right down to street level. This is the good news. See the darker shades of yellow, red, and orange? Those have just pushed on through. So we're actually seeing some lighter rain right here. This is the cool thing about our radar right here. We can go right down to where we have the start of the marathon. So yes, we still have the wet conditions out there, street level, Davis Road right now, as you can see. And as we widen out, we do have some lighter showers that will continue over the next couple of hours. And there's still some lightning strikes around the area. So when you hear thunder, head indoors. You want to take cover as the line of showers and storms that are the strongest pushing into the Boston area are now moving eastward, but there's still some wet weather out to the west. Darker shades of red, that's where we're going to be dealing with some possible minor flooding, street flooding. If you're going to be traveling this morning, we do have an aerial flood advisory that goes until 7:45 for central Massachusetts, until 8:15 for this entire area shaded in green. Again, poor drainage areas. If you're going to be traveling to your location along the marathon route, be aware of those big puddles out there, and that will likely be a problem for the runners as they start the marathon. But the good news is most of the heavy, steadiest rain will then probably be offshore. But right now, it's all about the current conditions, the crews setting up, the spectators heading out there, and they have to deal with these showers and storms this morning. But the good news is we will see a break in the action before the risk of a pop-up shower later on. In fact, meteorologist Danielle Niles, she is in Hopkinton right now taking cover, but she has more about what to expect during the marathon today. Good morning, Danielle.
Hey, Sarah. So, yeah, we're inside. We're nice and dry right now because the skies, like you said, just opened up about half hour, 45 minutes ago as we were a little wet early this morning, but then before the downpours and the lightning moved in, there's barely anyone outside. All the athletes and all the folks that are down here prepping for the start of the marathon have been seeking shelter indoors, which is a great thing to see. We had a couple of lightning strikes that were pretty close to here in Hopkinton. You could hear the thunder, and we always say when thunder roars, go indoors. We took a safe location for now, and we'll be back out in the wet weather once things are cleared in terms of the thunderstorm risk. And like Sarah had mentioned, the good news is that the heaviest rain over us right now, you'll see in the hour by hour that we're going to pull up here, will shift through from west to east, and there will be some improvement that takes place by late morning. So as the first wave of runners is taking off, we are going to see conditions improve here at the start line. Of course, things are still going to be wet. There's no question about that. But we are talking about at least the skies becoming cloudy and the heaviest rain pushing offshore. So I'd give it another, I'd say hour and a half or so. Then look at that, 9:30, 10 o'clock, the rain is done. The sun breaks out. Such a changeable weather day. We're going to see temperatures up around 70 degrees this afternoon with those breaks of sunshine. That will fuel a little bit of instability as the cold front approaches later on today. 2 to 6 p.m. we have another threat for a shower or a downpour. An isolated thunderstorm is possible, but it's not like this morning where we have that huge swath of rain and thunder that we're tracking. Here is the marathon route. You notice temperatures already in the 60s. We'll top out right around 70 degrees, and that includes at the finish line later on this afternoon as well. The wind is going to be strong as some of the rain's coming through this morning, gusting at times over 40 miles per hour. But on the back side of the cold front, the wind's going to shift around out of the west by later on today. So that's going to be a bit of a tailwind for the runners, especially late this afternoon and early this evening. And the wind will still be gusty. We get a wind advisory. So Sarah and I are going to have it all covered for you throughout the course of the morning.